Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com. Just want to make another wrestling video and my thoughts on TNA Genesis from last night. Now that the smoke is cleared, I want to give you, my thoughts, my review of the actual pay-per-view. Crowd attendance, not surprised by the amount in attendance last night, I think, as this was fairly the exact same from when they were in Huntsville 2.5 years ago. Camera side was virtually empty with the exception of the floor, which was filled. Seemed like hard camera side looked good. Obviously, we all would have wanted more to be there, I think, as wrestling fans, but at least those that were there were making noise. Speaking of crowd noise, I think it was great the entire night just watching a pay-per-view. Definitely, I think no added cheers and boos as I'm reading some of my notes that I've written down here. Seemed like the crowd stayed in it all night, and that says a lot for 4 hours, considering that they probably, I believe, taped the Explosion there as well. As far as actual Genesis, it opened with Spud and Dixie, but the crowd was definitely into hating on them both. Dixie got a lot of heat throughout the night. The same went for Spud, Magnus, and EC3. Say what you want to say about how bad Dixie's on the mic, but she did a good job last night and really played up to the crowd. Spud and all his mannerisms were hilarious, and I think they're perfect for him. He really riled up the crowd on, that show. Could only imagine what he did on Explosion. AC3 plays the smug, prima donna, garnered good heat. Magnus, great heel, and was, I think, awesome on the mic. Smugness is perfect. Last night, soon enough, I think he will be one of the top stars in TNA. The ending between he and Sting was fantastic. Speaking of Sting, the dude was definitely the MVP last night. He wrestled 2 matches and was involved in a brawl for part of Genesis. The crowd popped for him the most, I think. Angle was second on the pop charts, so to speak, and Joe was a close third. The way they booked Joe last night seems to be leading towards him being one of the top guys, once again giving him the ball to possibly do something for TNA. I would not be surprised to see him in a title picture this summer. Angle vs. Rude was great. As always, I could watch those two wrestle at least 100 more times. Bully versus Anderson was very intense and told a wonderful story concerning the fact that they had little time to work with. The way in which they used the weapons was spot on, and the fact that they were getting teased with this fire bit has me thinking we might be getting the fire through a table in the near future. It's truly amazing how much heat Bully gets just by watching week in and week out. He is one of the best heels in the industry right now, obviously. Madison Rayne defeats Gail Kim for the Knockouts title, and there was no celebration at the end. I mean, come on. Madison won her 5th Knockouts title and did it in a shockingly quick fashion that caught everyone off guard, and then right after the match they go straight to a backstage clip. Not enough X Division wrestling. Out of 3 hours of wrestling last night, we saw 1 X Division match. Simply not cool. But the match that we did see, Aries versus Sabin, was enjoyable. Sabin is the modern day cooler, cocky, macho man. Yes, there I said it. Bad Influence, fantastic last night. Utilizing all the opportunities they have on camera. Excited to see the American Wolves. And Tappa is definitely huge. So watch the pay-per-view. What? Not the pay-per-view. Watch Genesis, which is actually a pay-per-view event that they put on free TV now with the changes that they made. Definitely worth a watch. Give it a chance before you shit on it. Not bad at all. Not bad. So until next time, over and out. Leave me your thoughts. Adios.